Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. The anti-transgender campaigner Posie Parker was drowned out by protesters when she tried to speak in Auckland today. A couple of thousand people opposed to her views shouted "Go home" and one threw tomato sauce at her. Forced to leave the stage, she was bundled away by police. Nick Trubridge was there.
Chaos in the park. Differences of opinion descending into riotous scenes in downtown Auckland. Posie Parker didn't get a lot of speaking at her Let Women Speak event. Difficult to do that when you're met with this. Initially, there was plenty of support for the British anti-trans activist.
Well, I've come to support women and the protection of women's safe spaces, to put it simply.
So my darling granddaughters can have their space in changing rooms and toilets like we used to have.
But this stop on Parker's tour was doomed before it started. As she arrived, so did the masses and the noise.
Posie Parker is due to start speaking here at 11 a.m, but there's not much chance of her being heard. The noise here is unbelievable. They've already had what looked like projectiles thrown at them. It'll be interesting to see whether they can get started. For now, not much of a chance.
Suddenly it was all on. Barriers broken, Albert Park's rotunda was stormed. The Brit herself in the firing line, tomato sauce bombed by someone disguised as a supporter. Eventually she was forced out, ushered through crowds and into a waiting police car. The state may have granted Parker entry, but trans rights protesters had other ideas.
Can I ask why you've come here today?
Because I'm a good person. Because I'm a good person.
To protect my trans brothers and sisters from people like this. Get out of New Zealand with these people. They don't belong here. Trans people belong everywhere. Fascists don't.
Even after one side was driven out, tension continued to boil over.
Posie Parker has left the venue. She was ushered out of here soon after she attempted to start talking, but minutes after she's left, these clashes are still happening in the vicinity of Albert Park.
Parker's supporters still spreading their message.
Because I believe that woman is woman, that the biological woman has a right to defend her inherent rights.
As trans rights protesters assembled down the road, this time taking their message to a nearby rally for Hannah Tamaki's Vision NZ party. The rolling mall made its way down Queen Street to the waterfront, then turned back, and in doing so, the two opposing groups briefly confronted one another before dispersing. A clash of ideas spilling out onto Auckland streets.
Kia ora, Nick. Posie Parker is of course due to speak in Wellington tomorrow. Does that mean this is all going to happen again?
Well, the short answer, Laura, is no, it won't be happening again, because we have just heard from Posie Parker's representatives to say this event will not be going ahead in Wellington tomorrow. In a nutshell, her security have advised her that they cannot keep her safe. A little bit more from Posie Parker's camp tonight. They plan on laying a complaint with the Independent Police Conduct Authority over the police's presence here today, which they obviously think was not good enough. They say when things escalated, the police were not there to help, and some parting shots from Posie Parker as well, effectively having a go at the media, saying they are already starting to downplay what happened here after supposedly whipping people up into a frenzy over it all week, Laura. So some fighting words from Posie Parker, as you might expect, but that event in Wellington tomorrow will not be going ahead. It is off.
Nick Trubridge, thanks for the update.